Hi, I'm Kim the Abundant Traveler and welcome to the channel. Today it's all about being in Cabo. That's San Jose del Cabo, not Cabo San Lucas. I'm going to be giving you a tour of the Hyatt Ziva Los Cabos. Cabo is famous for its all-inclusive resorts, and this Hyatt Ziva is one of the most popular in the area. It has over 591 suites, 3 different buildings, 4 different pools right there on the beach. So let's go ahead and get started. I spent 4 nights at the Ziva Los Cabos Hotel in a swim-up room. That room was about $600 a night and 775 square feet with a rain shower, etc. I'll give you a tour in just a moment. I was at a Brent Gove real estate event. Even though it's not part of EXP, there were 1,000 agents from EXP Realty. I'm a realtor in Austin, Texas, and that was the reason I was at this hotel for this particular conference. This is a great location if you are doing a large group event. Very accommodating and very easy to work with for a group of over 1,000 people. So let's go ahead and talk about where it is located. It is about 30 minutes from the Cabo Airport. Now remember, coming into the Cabo Airport, it's relatively easy. It's not very big. I do recommend booking a car in advance instead of waiting until you get to the airport. It's about a 30-35 minute drive with traffic from the airport to the hotel. The hotel is located in San Jose del Cabo, not in the main part of town, but actually on the beach. You will have to take a 35-minute taxi or driver from San Jose del Cabo to Cabo San Lucas if you're going to be doing any events or excursions there. Also, something about the Ziva Hotel. It is located right on the beach, but there is no swimming. There is a huge undertow in this particular part of Cabo, so if you're coming to this resort, you want to be a pool person and not an ocean swimmer. It's relatively easy to walk along the beach in the morning, afternoon, or evening, but you do not want to go swimming. Something else to note about its location, it is on the main road, the main beach road running between San Jose del Cabo to Cabo San Lucas. So do note that when you step off the property, you're going to be on a main street. There are sidewalks though. And across the street, you can find an OXXO, which is like their version of a 7-Eleven. You can find a rental car company if you want to rent a car. And you can find a delicious off-property restaurant. Really delicious food. I went there one night, very Tulum-ish, called Chambao. It was ridiculously good. So if you want to step off property, it's pretty easy just to walk across the street to get everything that you need. So if you're not familiar with Mexico or you've never been, then go to the description below and download my free guide to going to Mexico. I've got tips, tricks, and hacks about how to get around, how to get things done, and it is a great guide if you're headed to Mexico for all-inclusive or not all-inclusive. Now let's talk about check-in. When you arrive, they will take your luggage, put your name on it, and put it to the side. You can go check in, but you can't get your room until 3 p.m. I did try and check in early and get my room early, but they said no. Now, a couple of my friends did get a room, but not only did I not get my room at 3 p.m., it took another hour and a half, so it was 4:30 p.m. by the time I got my room. I was a little disappointed in that. Something to know, if you're going to be checking in, no point in flying in super early unless you're just gonna go to the beach. As you walk into the main entrance of the hotel, it's beautiful open air, gorgeous sculptures, and very loungy couches and chairs all around. Very nice atmosphere, and the people helping you are super friendly and really helpful as well. You go check in, you get your wristband, and they also offer you a welcome drink. We could have water or a margarita or a mojito. Those were the things that were offered to us the day that we checked in. Let's talk about the rooms that are available. They're considered all suites, 591 of them, in 3 different buildings. Each building is about 5 stories high, and the basic room is a king or a queen, and it has a garden view. That is around 550 square feet. All the rooms have a shower and a tub. It's actually a rain shower. They have a mini bar. They bring water to you every day as well. There is a safe, and the rooms have a turn down service and are cleaned every single day. They also have robes and slippers for you as well. It is a beautiful room, a little bit dated, I would say at this point, but clean and nice room, and always stocked with everything that you need. Some of the other possible rooms that you can get, again, I had a swim up room on the first floor. I was in building 3 on the first floor between the main pool and the adults pool. If you want a quiet room, I would recommend that particular area because the adults pool is more quiet than the kids pool, and the main pool is quieter in the afternoon than the pool that I'm going to discuss closer to the beach because there's a lot going on in that pool. My swim up room did have 2 double beds. Again, it had the rain shower and all the amenities there with a flat screen TV. It is in high season about $775, and it was about 775 square feet. Additionally, you can get a 1-bedroom suite or a 2-bedroom suite. The 2-bedroom suite is 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, almost 1,300 square feet with a lounge area. They have a king bed, double bed, a sofa bed, as well as everything you could possibly want. Just something to note, there is something extra that you can get at the Hyatt, and it is a club level room with club level amenities. That club level gives you premium liquors, gives you a special room on the 4th floor, which has some pool tables and some game tables. They give you extra food, continental breakfast, premium liquors, and it is open just for you if you are on the club level. If you're headed to this Hyatt and you're looking to book on points, then if you don't have the Hyatt credit card, you can go to the description below to get more details about the Hyatt credit card. It is currently 75,000 points for a $7,500 spend in the first 3 months. And I did look that the Hyatt Ziva is 43,000 points a night. So you would get almost 2 nights for free if you went ahead and used your points. So make sure to go to the description below and check out the opportunity to get a Hyatt credit card. Now let's talk about the pools and the beach. There are 4 pools at the Hyatt Ziva. There is the main pool that you can see in all of the pictures, the drone footage, this beautiful sort of eggplant shaped pool that is throughout the center of the property. When you come in the entrance and you walk through the front lobby, and it opens up from the 2nd floor, and you see this gorgeous pool laying below you. There are tons of lounge chairs. There are cabanas as well. The cabanas are about $60. Plenty of places to lay out along the pool. The 2nd pool is just in front of the first main pool. It is an infinity pool, and it is actually overlooking the beach. So that pool is busy in the afternoon. You find people drinking cocktails, people hanging out inside the pool. That's also where they have water aerobics as well, and games. You can see tug of war in there, people playing water volleyball, etc. So that pool is a bit busier in the late afternoon. There are 2 other pools available to you. One is the adults pool and one is the kids pool, and they're on opposite ends of the property, which is fantastic. The adults pool also has lounge chairs and cabanas. It seemed to be a little bit more shaded over there and much quieter. In fact, as I mentioned, my hotel room was facing the adults pool on one side and the main pool on the other, and it was really, really quiet. So there is a bar at the adults only pool. You can get all of your cocktails, and during lunchtime you can get quesadillas there as well. Again, it's relatively quiet. On the kids side, on the opposite side, and I would say if you're a family, this is a wonderful place to visit. If you have 2 or 3 or 4 kids, they can run rampant all over the property, and it's relatively safe, and they have their own kids area. There is a teen area where they can play games and get snacks. The main kid pool has a huge playground with waterfalls in it as well. There's also a sandbox and a kids room, and they do events for the kids during the day. It is a wonderful place if you're going to bring your children. Food, accommodation, things to do. You can let them run free and just enjoy your time sitting by the beach or sitting by the pool. Speaking of the beach, so those were the 4 pools. Now let's talk about the beach. Again, as I previously mentioned, no swimming in San Jose del Cabo. There's a huge undertow, and the beach is really, really beautiful. It is a nice crystal brown sand. It's very cool in the morning. Of course, it's hot in the afternoon, and it's beautiful at sunrise and at sunset. There are cabanas and chairs down there. There's also a volleyball court as well. Also on the beach, if you want to do a little shopping but don't want to leave the resort, there are some people that have set up their little shops for buying purses and Panama hats, as well as some t-shirts and some other souvenir trinkets there as well. You can also go horseback riding on the beach. There are some guides waiting for you in case you want to go horseback riding for a small extra fee. Also at this hotel, they have a Zen Spa where you can go and get massages, facials, etc. They have a hydrotherapy area as well. So if you book a service, then you can get the hydrotherapy in the beautiful Zen Spa for free. I would say the prices are quite expensive. They have 50 and 80 minute massages, and they have a 160-minute massage plus a facial. And I would say things were in the $200 to $300 range, or if you got multiple services, perhaps up to $400. But you can also ask for a discount. If you get the club level, you get a 15% discount. But I bet if you just went up to them and said, I want a discount for my spa services, I'm sure they'd work out something. They also have a 24-hour gym. The gym has everything you need, not super fancy, and it's a little dark in there. But they have cardio equipment and workout equipment. Also, if you don't want to go to the gym but want to do exercise, you can go to the volleyball court. They have yoga on the beach every day. They have water aerobics as well. They also have lots of activities for adults as well as kids to get a little exercise while you're having cocktails and eating at buffet. Now let's talk about the food that is available and the liquor. Of course, it's an all-inclusive, so all the liquor is available and free. If you want to upgrade your liquor, you can go to the piano bar. You can also do an upgrade for wines and better quality cocktails in the different restaurants. They just charge it to your room. Also, if you want to do special food, like if you want to do chocolate covered strawberries, that's $25, and you can get it brought to your cabana at the pool. So the main buffet, I would say the buffet quality wise is better than a lot of the all-inclusives that I have done. The food was fresh, everybody was kind, the salads were delicious, everything was great. And the buffet is called La Plaza Buffet, and it is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It closes only for about a half an hour after lunch, or between breakfast and lunch, and a half an hour between lunch and dinner, just so they can reset the buffet. But it is actually quite good. The finest restaurant that they have that has a great reputation is a French restaurant called Bon Vivant. They have delicious steaks, they have crepes as well. It is quite elegant when you go inside. They have high back purple velvet wrapped chairs and more formal service. If you're going to be eating at the restaurants, not the buffet, but any of the restaurants during your trip, my recommendation to you is to go ahead and make your reservations the day that you arrive. So go ahead and book your cabanas and book your restaurant reservations the day you arrive to make sure that they give you a spot when you're ready. The next restaurant that I'm going to suggest and recommend is called Dozo, and it is a Asian influenced restaurant. They have hibachi. Again, definitely make a reservation. But if you want to pop in and get some sushi at night, they also have sushi as well as noodle dishes and other things. That's on the second floor, right next to Bon Vivant. So if you want some Mexican food, you can go to El Molino, and it is on the ground level next to the plaza, the buffet. But my suggestion is, if you're going to be eating Mexican food, quesadillas and chips and guacamole the entire time, so I would suggest that you go off property and you get some amazing Mexican food. Across the street, as I mentioned, is Chambao. You can go to La Lupita in the city, or you can take a food tour with Avocado Tours. My favorite guys, for Jonathan and Robin, Avocado Tours in Cabo San Lucas is well worth it. Really wonderful people. So if you're gonna eat Mexican food, I say go off property. There is also Hacienda Baja Grill, which is quite loud and busy. You can get steaks, you can get all kinds of different foods there, lots of desserts as well. This place is full of desserts, but it is quite loud in Hacienda Baja Grill. You can also go to Zafiro. I think I said that correctly. It is an Italian restaurant actually on the beach. It is one of the better restaurants. They will make grilled sea bass, vegetarian lasagna. They have great cocktails out there, but remember, if you're going to go there on the beach in the evening or right next to the beach, to bring a wrap because it gets quite cool later in the evening with the wind coming off the ocean. A couple other places to note: the piano bar. There is karaoke in the evenings at the piano bar. You can go to the martini bar, also on the second level, open in the evenings with a beautiful view of the lights over the swimming pool and the resort. You can also go to the 24-hour coffee shop. They have regular filtered coffee, but they will also make cappuccinos, espressos, lattes, anything you want. And that 24-hour coffee shop will have sandwiches, ice cream, and desserts all of the time. So if you need a little snack, that's the perfect place to go. They also have a delicious, in the morning until 11, a juice bar right next to the pool where you can get green juice, or you can get a sweet, cantaloupe style juice. And that particular little place has, in the afternoon, it does poke bowls and noodles as well. So great places. There's also Coco Loco on the opposite side of the pool where you can get pizza and burgers, and the kids, it's on the kids side, so I would say it's more kid style food, whereas the adult side is where you can find the poke bowls. They also have a place where you can book excursions. Me personally, I like to book my own excursions. I like to connect with the people that I'm booking an excursion with, so I prefer to do my own, but they do have a place where you can book excursions through the hotel, including ATV riding, horseback riding, zip lining. Maybe you can go ride the camels, deep sea fishing, and taking boat excursions out from the marina in Cabo San Lucas. I want to give you the good and the bad, and it may be a little skewed because I am not typically an all-inclusive girl. I like going off property, trying all the restaurants, booking my own excursions, doing my own things. So, the bad first, they have terrible Wi-Fi. It's terrible. I was trying to do contracts, trying to do business back in the United States, and the Wi-Fi was not good. I did go to the business center, which is 2 little teeny desks in the dark, but in general, Wi-Fi was not good. The rooms were really nice, but I do feel that the common areas could use a little paint and a little cleanup. Things felt a little worn, honestly, to me. Something that is very important: if you have any food allergies, make sure to note your food allergies. And I am gluten-free and have been for 17 years. I told all of the waiters that I was gluten-free, yet they still served me corn tortillas and totopos, or the corn chips. Their corn chips and corn tortillas have a little bit of wheat flour in them. You have to specifically ask for the 100% corn. And unfortunately, I said this 3 days in a row before somebody told me that there was wheat flour in the corn tortillas. By that time, I was a swollen mess. So do know, if you have food allergies, you have to be extremely clear to the staff as to what you actually need. There are several people in the reviews, there are complaints of noise. For me, I didn't have any noise, and again, I was on the first floor swim up room, building 3 in the center of the building. So if you want to book that, go ahead and ask for a quiet room. But in general, if you're on the kids side, it's very likely to be loud. Also, with an ocean view, you might have music at night, or if you're on the corner near the ocean, you might have noise at night with music. You might also have noise during the day if you want to take a nap, because that infinity pool has way more action than the main pool. If you want to stay closest to the adult pool, I would say probably that's going to be the quietest place on the property. The positives, I think that the Hotel Ziva is a wonderful place for families, in all-inclusive. You're all-encompassing there. It's relatively easy. There's plenty of food in the buffet for the kids, and plenty to do for the kids with the playgrounds and the teen lounge, etc. The pool table, tennis courts as well. There are tennis courts. So I would say with a family, it's great. I would say my room was extremely spacious with 775 square feet. It is quite large for a hotel room, so I thought that was really great. I thought the service was relatively good, and the staff all spoke excellent English. So if you don't speak any Spanish, not a problem. Everybody spoke really good English. Everybody was kind to me, everybody was friendly, and everybody was nice. So those are my good and my bad. And if you have any comments about this particular property, make sure to go and leave me a comment below. So make sure to check out my other videos on Cabo, including Know Before You Go travel guide and the top things to do. I am Kim, the Abundant Traveler. I can't wait to see you at some all-inclusive resort somewhere in Mexico very, very soon. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.